Hi, good morning. Welcome to story time. I'm really excited about fall. We've got a lot of beautiful trees and all the colors, and Halloween is coming. And so I chose a few of my favorite Halloween books, and I hope you like them. The first one is Click, Clack, Boo. It's a tricky treat. Farmer Brown does not like Halloween. Witches give him nightmares. Pirates give him the shivers. Jack-o'-lanterns flicker spooky shadows on the wall. Farmer Brown leaves a bowl of candy on the porch. He puts up a "Do Not Disturb" sign. He draws the shades and locks the door. That's no fun, is it? But in the barn, the Halloween party has just begun. They're handing out prizes for the most candy eaten, the scariest boo, the loudest scream, and, of course, the best costume. There is a crunch, crunch, crunching as the mice scurry across the field. There is a creak, creak, creaking as the sheep slowly push open the barn door. There is a tap, tap, tapping as the cows go to the window to let the cat in. Farmer Brown does not like the sounds of Halloween night. He checks the lock on the door, and he peeks through the window. I think he really is scared. There is a dark creature standing beneath the trees. Farmer Brown runs to his room, pulls on his pajamas, and climbs under the covers. He hears the crunch, crunch, crunching of leafy footsteps heading toward his house. There is a creak, creak, creaking on the old boards of the front porch. Then a tap, tap, tapping on the front door. Farmer Brown pulls up his covers tight. He hears a quack, quack, quacky in the crisp night air. Quackle? Farmer Brown jumps out of bed. The porch is empty. The candy bowl is gone. There is a new note on Farmer Brown's door. Halloween party at the barn. Farmer Brown runs to the barn. There is a creak, creak, creaking on the old boards of the front porch, and a crunch, crunch, crunching of leafy footsteps heading toward the barn. There is a tap, tap, tapping on the window. I see candy corn. Best costume! Happy Halloween! Good morning, my little pretties. I have a joke for you today. What do you call witches who live together? Now think about it for a minute. They live together and they're witches. They are broommates. The name of this book is One Black Cat. It's written by Robie, Rogge, and illustrated by August Rowe. And the publisher is Simon & Schuster. And it says, One black cat sets out on Halloween. Cute book, isn't it? Black Cat sets out on Halloween in the dark without being seen. And I just love her little collar with the pumpkins. Past giggling children in disguise as superheroes with big eyes. Past ghosts, wizards, unicorns rare, princesses with sparkly hair. Past the children trick-or-treating and the sight of goblins eating. At last, Black Cat finds a friend, gets on her broom at the end. Off they fly into the night as the broom zooms out of sight. Happy Halloween. See how the book is like a cat? Happy Halloween. Yes, my little pretties, here's another joke. What do witches put on their bagels? Think about it. Yummy. Yes, it goes on bagels. It is cream cheese. The next book is My Spooky Halloween. Written by Mariana, Herrera, illustrated by Molly Fair. HarperCollins Publishers. When the leaves start to fall, we know Halloween is coming. We'll laugh with the witch and groan with the mummy. We'll smile with the vampire, showing his teeth, and yell boo with the ghost. Boo! Boo! We'll spot the black cat, and we'll look up for flying bats. We'll pass the haunted house and steer clear of the spider webs. We'll carve jack-o'-lanterns and bob for apples. We'll dress up in costumes and go trick-or-treating. Love that purple pumpkin. But the best part of Halloween will be celebrating it together. What monster plays tricks on Halloween? Frankenstein! The name of this book is Bats at the Library. I've read this book every year for a while now. It's one of my favorites. It is written and illustrated by Brian Lies and published by Houghton Mifflin. It's an older book. This book came out in 2009, several years ago. Bats at the Library. Another inky evening's here. The air is cool and calm and clear. We feasted, fluttered, swooped, and soared, and yet we're still a little bored. Of course, we're talking about the bats. All this sameness leaves us blue and makes us ache for something new. Then word speds quickly from afar. A window has been left ajar. Ajar means open. Can it be true? Oh, can it be true? Yes, that night at the library. The sky is lively as we race together toward our favorite place. Eager wings beat autumn air. Look, that's it. We're almost there. Then squeezed together wing to wing, we rocket through the opening. We've waited for this night all year, but this is it at last. Somebody left the library window open. We're here. For most old bats, this isn't new. They've got lots of things to do. They'll flutter off and lose themselves among the books lined up on shelves. He's ready. He's got his glasses on. Other bats in munchy moods will study guides to fancy foods or hang out by a lamp instead to talk about the books they've read. But little bats will have to learn the reason that we must return. The ones who haven't come before have no idea what's in store. Some of them will drift away and figure out a game to play, like shaping shadows on the wall or wingtip tag around the hall. This big box is loads of fun, blasting brighter than the sun. Instead of copying books from shelves, we can duplicate ourselves. It's the copier machine. Doesn't matter where you look, there's nothing like a pop-up book. The fountain's water is nice and cool and makes a splendid swimming pool. Please keep it down, you must behave. The library is not your cave. It's hard to settle down and read when life flits by at dizzy speed. But story time is just the thing to rest and play exhausted wing. And if we listen, we will hear some distant voices drawing near. Louder, louder, louder still, they coax and pull us in until everyone, old bat or pup, has been completely swallowed up and lives inside a book instead of simply hearing something read. You got bats on horses, bats reading Goodnight Sun. She's reading a fairy tale. Breathless, lost within the tale, no one sees the sky grow pale. What is that light? A lamp, the moon? Our bookish feast can't end so soon. It feels as though we've just begun, but now we have to leave our books half done. Through the window into sky, it's much too late, we've got to fly. But maybe a librarian will give us bats this chance again and leave a window open wide to let us share the world inside. For now, we'll dream of things we've read, a universe inside each head. Every evening, one and all will listen for that late night call. Can it be true? Oh, can it be? Yes. That night at the library. So this week's Halloween craft, I made this little house, haunted house with pumpkins and the little vintage. When you open the windows, you've got the cat and the owl and the ghost and the pumpkin and of course the witch. So you can pick this up anytime you want this week.